This is not me driving in reverse for the 19,000th time. This truck y'all seeing right here in this reflection, this is the back of my Sprinter. I can look in the back and see the freight back here. But this reflector you seeing is actually a truck that's in front of me. Let me give you an example. You see the truck now. You see the truck. That's just for anybody that always saying I'm driving in reverse. Oh God. I want to do a. I supposed to did this video yesterday. I actually, while riding around doing what I do, I actually was listening to Jim Jones's album, 17 tracks at the church steps. Slick title, slick title, slick title. Good artwork. Jim Jones always kind of had good artwork on his album covers. Good artwork. I like how they did that setup with the Apollo and the dimensional like type of like it was a good great artwork. When you first listening to it, at first listen, I was like, okay, Jim, one for one right now. The first track great, second track good. Then it start getting like, but my all right, the good. Let me do the good first. The good is, like I said, the album cover was great. Jim got some really good. Jim had some real good production on there. He had some decent production. I'm saying out of the 17 tracks, I'm gonna say at least a good, at least half, at least a little over half was tracks that I was like, yeah, I like these tracks. He gave you that old diplomat immunity feel when you listen to that album, which is good. I wonder did Heat Makers make some of those tracks because some of those tracks sound like Heat Makers, sound like what Heat Makers used to do back in the early 2000s. Um, Great tracks. I'm over. I guess because I'm 44, man. I'm over the same topics. For the life of me, I don't understand how artists, you're an artist, how artists, a lot of hip hop artists refuse to elevate. They may elevate in they fashion. They may talk about like quite naturally back in the days, motherfuckers talking about red monkeys and Evisu jeans and true religions and it was just certain like outfits they were talking about. So he may advance in fashion or whatever, but the topics like all the drug dealing talking and all that, I feel like an artist for me, an artist, I feel like for me, an artist that come from the slum, no matter where you come from, you got a good 2 to 3 albums when you first be discovered on a worldwide scale. To me, you got like a good 2 to 3 albums to get that out the way, to get that what you was doing prior. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't been in the game 20, 30 years, 25 years, 15 years, it shouldn't be no reason for you to still be rapping about cocaine. It shouldn't be no reason for you to still be rapping about in the kitchen cooking up chickens and this is what Jim was doing. Dead bodies over here. I got my air and I like that shit just so goddamn like goddamn bro. Like you gotta advance, you gotta evolve, my nigga. So that's what and what I do notice about Jimmy is he got the same flow pattern on all his songs. Damn near all his songs. Every time Jim rap, it's that same thing. There was some Harlem. The problem. It's always that same pattern on every song. If you think about all superstar rappers or whatever, all rappers that everybody love, they're not one dimensional. Busta Rhymes is not one dimensional. Eminem is not one dimensional. Lil Wayne is not one dimensional. Ti is not one dimensional. Jay Z ain't one dimensional. Nas is not one dimensional. Um, Jadakiss, you got all these different artists that they don't have. And I'm gonna give them one. Like out of the Diplomats, the most non one dimensional artist is Joel Santana. I don't know why Joel Santana didn't live up to the because he's very versatile in his rhyme patterns and how he rap. Cam and Jim kind of sound they had that same pattern. That shit can get boring if you listen to a whole album. It can get boring. Um, I saw Jim recently on a that one made me listen to the album. I saw Jim recently on the Breakfast Club, and he challenged. He said, "I got respect for all New York artists, but I would, I don't. It ain't nobody in New York City want to see me in the verses." I laughed so fucking hard. I think I got like, I did a comment on. I got probably like 500 likes on it or whatever, a lot of comments on it. But I immediately when he said it, I thought about a good 10 that can smoke Jimmy Boots like with ease. Like Jimmy, like don't do that. You need to compete with people like and Troy Ave. No disrespect to Troy Ave. Troy Ave will give you a run for your money, but you need to compete with people like Troy Ave or Red Cafe, um, people like that. Or you need to compete with them. All these motherfuckers that like the Buster Rhymes will smoke your fucking boots. Nas will smoke you. Fuck it, Joel Santana can do a verses with you song for song, and he got more hits. See, the thing is, Jim think cool songs is hits. Just because you got a decent song, that's not a hit. Like this Harlem song that he got out right now, that's not a hit record. That's just a cool little song. It's just cool. You haven't like 50 Cent said, you haven't had a hit record really since Ballin', and we all know Max B claimed that he wrote that. But let me get back to the subject. 17 tracks. 17 tracks. I'm gonna give that shit. I'm gonna give it about a 6.5. No more than a seven. I give it no more than a seven. That's good, Jimmy. That's good for it not to be no. It's no. I'm listening to the songs and I don't hear not one song that can be used like a remix. Like when you had Ballin', that was song that was such a hit. Like you can do a remix on that shit and hear all kind. That's why you heard all kind of people on it. Jay Z jumped on. You see a lot of people on their mixtapes rapped over it. Like that was a hit record. He don't have not a radio hit record on there, but he got some cool songs. But I give him like a 6.57, something like that. Between 6.5 to a 7 album. That's which is good, Jimmy, for you. Which is good. And you're actually getting better as you age. But it's just that same rhyme pattern. He got that same flow on damn near every song. Um, I think y'all should check it out. He posted on it's on YouTube. I don't know if Jimmy got a YouTube channel or whatever, but he got some fairly decent views on the songs or whatever. But it ain't crazy, ain't nothing crazy. Fab can beat you on Jim. I'm getting back to his Breakfast Club interview. I think Fabulous will smoke you. Jadakiss will smoke you. Um, Cameron got more hits than you. Cam will smoke you. Um, it's just too many artists, too many to pick from just out of New York. Well, Jimmy, y'all think Fat Joe can beat Jimmy in the verses? I think Fat Joe probably could beat Jimmy in the verse. He might can edge you. Uh, I'm trying to think who he can really go. Who in New York? Cause he called out New York. Yeah, you got to battle people like um, Dave East. You got to battle people that you cool with, like Mano or somebody. Like you ain't on that damn level, bro. You know all they all know you. You ain't on that level, bro, to be challenging New York City artists to a versus. You do battle Memphis Bleak or some shit. I think you'll beat Bleak. I think you'll beat Bleak. What they do? This is why I'm hot. Him, couple battle rappers, J Mills, like you beat them or whatever, probably in the verses. But no, the top dogs out of New York, even the B list rappers out of New York, you're not fucking with them. Papoose will smoke you. I think Papoose will smoke you. I know Papoose will smoke you. You can't fuck with Pap. Uh, who else out of New York? We ain't even gonna mention Wu Tang. We're not gonna even mention Wu Tang. You stay away from that. Let me see. I think you can do a good versus with Lloyd Banks. That'd be a good versus you and Lloyd Banks. I think you'll beat Tony Yayo. Uh, Yayo ain't Yayo. Y'all about in the same boat. Yayo only hit record was "I Know You Don't Love Me," and your only worldwide hit record was "Ballin'." So that might be a. Yeah, I think you could rap better than Yayo though. Shit. But yeah, man, I don't know if y'all watched that. Y'all listened to that album yet? At the Church of Step. That's a slick name. Um, but it's a fair album. It's a especially coming from Jimmy. It's a fair album. I think he's just capitalizing off of everything, the commotion, everything that's going on right now. So really, you need to keep um, throwing shots at 50 Cent. Yeah, 50 will smoke you. You said something about 50, like fuck that sucker. I don't want to get no money with him. Like Jimmy, 50 can just play Get Rich or Die Trying and beat you. Matter of fact. 50 can put Get Rich or Die Trying over here to the side, and Jimmy 50 Cent can smoke you in the verses, strictly mixtape material, strictly features that he was on, songs that's not even his, it's features that he on. He can smoke you with his verse and that. Like you can't fuck with 50, bro. You can't fuck with Ja Rule. Ja Rule will smoke you. Like I can't think of nobody that yeah, like you gotta battle people like Cadillac Ty, Black Child. You can beat them. You can punch on them. French Montana. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat Max B, and he been in prison 40 years. You can't beat Max. Stat bundles. Come on, you can't fuck with this shit, man. But I like your confidence. I like your confidence. But I think the best thing Jimmy need to do is continue like going back and forth. I guess try to rattle. It is what it is. You can't beat Mase. Mase got too many hit records. You can't beat Mase. Damn, man, I'm trying. I can't think of no because I know the artists that you trying to do a versus with, and all the ones that I'm thinking about. You can't beat none of them. You won't win a fucking round. He cannot beat Mase in a versus. He cannot beat Cameron in a versus. He cannot beat Joel Santana in a versus. He can't beat Busta Rhymes in a versus. Jadakiss in a. They wanted. They say he should have battled Styles P. I don't think he could beat Styles P in the verses. He might beat Sheik Luke. He could beat him. You can't beat these guys in no verses, man. But I fuck with you. He would lose versus to himself. Yeah, I mean, he feeling, he feeling cocky, he feeling himself. He got to album, which is smart. It's smart marketing for him. Let me get on the Breakfast Club. I got an album to drop it or whatever. Get on the Breakfast Club. Let me say some controversial shit to keep my name, to keep because that interview is what led me to listen to the whole album. Like, let me listen. I listened to it from A to Z. Like, played it, play all, and sit and really listen to it. And it's a decent album, and I get it. He really the goal is to get some traction. I think he got it on Dat Piff. I didn't even know Dat Piff was still around, but he got it's on YouTube, it's online. So I think he's just really trying to say some controversial shit to get people to get to the album. Jimmy ain't stupid. Jimmy not stupid. He know what he doing. I just wish, and that ain't just Jimmy. All the rappers do that shit. I just wish these niggas, especially these niggas, done been in the game 10 plus years, 15, 20 years. It's impossible for you to think, nigga, you was rapping like this when I was in my 20s. I'm in my 40s now. It's impossible. I hope your black ass don't think that I believe any of this cocaine rapping that you doing. Any of this shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit you talking about, bro. Ain't none of these rappers. I don't understand for the life of me why they feel like they ain't got to evolve in their flows or whatever. Like you got different life experiences now. You've been waking up in upper class suburban or upper class penthouses and mansions for the last 10, 15, 20 years, bro. You still ain't on that level where pissy hallways, pissy elevators, crack vials, crack sacks everywhere, gun smoke, shootouts. You ain't in that shit. Why y'all niggas still rapping like y'all goddamn still in that bag? You should be in a whole nother other bigger bag now. But Meek Mill say that labels pay them more to talk like that, and that should play y'all niggas like, man, I ain't finna keep rapping about this shit. I know that ain't. I'm eating caviar. I'm doing all kind of other wonderful things. I'm doing all this, and I'm on yachts and all white parties, all black parties. I'm at Diddy parties and shit. Rap about the Diddy parties. What did you experience when you was at the Diddy parties? When you were at the Met Gala. Rap about all that type shit. Why you still rapping about in the kitchen with some chickens and all this old shit and dope selling and doing this and goddamn well you ain't doing that type shit. Goddamn well that ain't your life no more. Why are you still rapping like that? Jim still rap like that. But hey, man, if they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if that's where he make his money, you just look corny to me. It just look crazy to me. That man got a face full of gray hairs now. We remember Jimmy when he was young. He got a face full of gray hairs. Ain't no reason. I really, to be honest with you, it can't be a retire. Being a rapper cannot be something you can retire from. I'm assuming. You know what I mean? Because I don't see why these niggas don't touch thousands of stages. I don't. It seems like it'll tire them niggas out. That goddamn every damn night you still, no matter how much money you still making. Like that shit seems like it'll be like that. Why I can respect a Cameron. Them niggas and Mase. Them niggas done shift over to some other shit now. Making. I think them niggas inked a deal like $30 million doing what they doing. On some other damn this Spanish girl. Goddamn beautiful. This goddamn a head on. Um. To be, a lot of these rappers we seen in their teens, these niggas in their 40s now, 50s now, and they still running around rapping. Like, God damn, boy, that shit ain't tiresome to you, man. Loud speakers and running up and down this shit. Like, it seems like you should have been elevated to some other shit. Jay Z pop out when Jay Z want to pop out. Nas pop out when Nas want to pop out. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Let them young niggas do that shit. Get that shit to the Bobby Smyrnas and all the young artists. Let them niggas run around doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like them niggas was babies when y'all was started running around on stages. Y'all still doing that shit. Just crazy to me. Look at the LL Cool J's. Look at the Ice T's. These niggas venture off and start doing other shit to lock in that generational wealth. Being a rapper cannot be it. He is bugging out the way he way too old for that. The beautiful Bernice, how you been? Yeah, it is. It is. I just feel like if you still run around on stages with grays all in your shit now, like obviously you didn't do the right thing with your money when you was in your prime. You didn't do the right thing. You didn't do the right thing with your money when you was in your prime. You see these rappers that have been in the game 20 plus years or whatever, and they still run around on stages and shit. Them niggas, they chasing the high that they had back in the day. Them niggas, you couldn't have done the right things with your money. That's why you see Boosie doing the shit that he damn do. You naming bigger artists that went platinum and sold millions. Yeah, I'm naming those artists because Jim didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He wasn't. He didn't. He didn't box in like, hey, I'm talking to. He said New York. He said motherfuckers in New York don't want to see me right now. I got a hit record for the last I done been in the game 20 years. I'm paraphrasing, and I done made a hit record each year of that, which I don't. Y'all can name me goddamn besides balling a hit record that the world was listening to that Jimmy did. Certified Gangsters he did back in the days with the game, maybe. Uh, he wasn't specific. He was like New York. So I'm naming all these multi-million platinum selling. All right, let me name some that haven't. Troy Ave, set the trend with me. Go. That's three. I give him that. I get him set the trend with Migo. Migo, take off. He put his magic on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And when that shit took off, okay, we'll give you set the trend. We'll give you goddamn certified gangsters with the game back in the days. And we'll give you balling. What else he got? Okay, that's three. Versus is a 20 song thing. What he got? Yeah, Jimmy. He said New York, so he was like he was. He was calling all them niggas out. So he got to battle Dave East. He got to battle Uncle Murder. He got to battle Tony Yayo. He got to battle motherfuckers like that. He got to battle he's not here no more. But if what's my boy name, man, from the Bronx? He died of COVID. Man, what's his name? Fred the Godson. He had to battle them. He got to battle people like Red Cafe to make it interesting, to make him appear like something. But he can't battle. He can't battle. He can't. I named members that he couldn't battle. He couldn't battle. Do a versus with Joel Santana. He couldn't do a versus with Cameron. Them niggas are shit on him. He got to battle Hell Rail. He got to battle 40 Cal or them motherfuckers. No Busta Rhymes, no Nas, no Jay Z. He ain't battle none of. He said New York, so that's immediately the first people I start thinking about. The Method Mans and all these motherfuckers. Yeah, he can't fuck with them. If you gonna battle Puffy, he can battle. What's my man just got out of prison? Used to be on Bad Boys. God damn, did the confession. Confessed that he killed that person. I got his face right here. He can battle him. He can. Certified Gangster wasn't a hit. I'm just reaching. Yeah, you're right. But I'm reaching. I remember that song. It was a hood hit. Okay, yeah, I give you that. I give you that. G Dep, yeah. G Dep, special delivery. He can battle people like that. G Dep had special delivery. That was a one hit. Tony Yayo had I Know You Don't Love Me back in the day. Y'all remember that? That shit was jamming. Uh One hit. You know what I mean? Like he got balling, one hit. Like you can battle them with no, you don't want to battle these New York niggas, man. Them niggas will kill you, man. Luna smoke 'em. I said that to myself. I was thinking, Luna smoke 'em. I was thinking about G Dep. Lone got some hits. None of his music made it, in my opinion. Yeah, so seductive. Yeah, and he had so seductive. Sure did, because that's what's the introduction of Buffy the Body. Buffy from Athens, Georgia. That was before she was like the queen of the beginner of the BBL like type shit. So seductive and goddamn yeah. But he said fuck 50. Like yeah man, fuck that nigga 50 man. I don't want to get no money with that sucker. Man, you better go and get a bag with him. Go ahead and do a verse with 50. Let him embarrass you and you get a check from it. You might as well, Jimmy, because you can't beat 50 with his mixtapes. Jim has sold albums. Yes, he have. He was over there at Koch. He did some numbers on his level. Like this album that he got is a decent album, but it ain't no hit records on that motherfucker. It ain't no hit records on that motherfucker. It's about two, three songs on there I think that can go good with the verses. But after that, what you gonna be doing, Jimmy? Lobby Boys. Yeah, he had to battle Mano. He had to do a verses with Mano. Yeah, he had to do a verses with Mano. He had to do a verses with Jay Mills out of Harlem. Like he can't battle these. When he said I'm calling out New York rappers, I love all you. He was talking about all girls. He ain't stop, Jimmy. I get it. You got an album. Let's just get some controversy. Let everybody talk shit to you or whatever, and go check your album out. Yeah, it's smart marketing, but you know goddamn well it ain't nowhere in goddamn hell. You can battle Corey Guns, and he can out rap you. Don't get it twisted. Corey Guns don't have hit records really like that. He was on, 6 foot, 7 foot with Wayne and all them or whatever. But Corey Guns can rap probably better than everybody on the Diplomats, bar for bar. That's some bitch animal. He don't want it with Papoose. Papoose will smoke him. It's all about promotion. Yeah, that's all what it is. Jimmy knew when he went up there. That way he's smart. He went on the Breakfast Club and said that shit on a major platform, and he knew they was gonna get that shit out there. Because me hearing that is what made me want to go listen to his album. It directed me to his album indirectly, and I, you know, because other than that, I probably wouldn't even check that album out, but and listen to the whole thing. But it's I give it a 6.5. Jadakiss will fuck him up. So what's called on the breakfast called Charlemagne the God said, why don't you do a versus with Styles P? He was like, Styles P, that's my dude, but that's my nigga, but he ain't got nothing popping right now. Styles P wrap circles around you, Jimmy. Why you keep doing this to yourself, Jimmy? Why you keep doing this to yourself, Jimmy? You can't fuck with Styles. You might could go with Sheik, but you ain't fucking with Styles or goddamn Jada. Yeah, you can battle J Hood. You can do a versus with J Hood. You can even beat Mr. Cheeks in a goddamn in a battle. Y'all remember him? Mr. Cheeks. He got a funny ass name. Ghostface, Raekwon, Method. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, them dudes will smoke you. Them dudes will smoke you. But I get it. Styles can beat Jim just with features. Exactly. Jim knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Y'all heard that rebuttal that Cameron said? Cameron said, I bet you $10 million. You ain't even got more money than your man that's in your. He said some shit. You know Cameron is not finna fight you in no Lost Boys, yeah, yeah. You know Cameron is not about to fight you in no goddamn in no boxing ring. Cameron not finna do that type shit. And you might beat his ass in a boxing thing, you know what I mean? But Cam ain't about to do that shit. You don't want to battle Mace. Mace will smoke you. Yeah, your best bet is like Davies, 50 Cent. You can battle 50 Cent cousin 2-5. Y'all know 2-5. How many of y'all really hip hop heads, DVD era heads or whatever? Y'all know 50 Cent cousin, little cousin 2-5, 25 Cent. You can battle 2-5. Now he can't beat Mace. He can't. You know what's funny? As much as he can't stand Mace, that he hate Mace. If he did a versus with Mace right now, not only will Mace mop the floor with him, Jimmy won't win not one round, and he can play ball in every fucking song. He won't win. What's up? What's up? What's up? He could probably win best hype man. Yeah, he could beat Freaky Zeke. Mace will win. Mace will win. Mace will definitely win. Mace will definitely win. Man, fuck it, man. Joel Santana beat him. His own little man to beat. I mean, they always looked at him like the prince or the prince of the diplomat. Joel's will beat him in the verses. Cameron will smoke him in the verses. That'll turn into a fight. That'll probably turn into a fight. Because Cam arrogant, cocky as well. And he'll try to fight Mace because he don't like Mace. And Mace will be just sitting there with popcorn, kicking his ass every time. Every time Jim get up there and rap, Mace will have his little popcorn and shit, laughing and shit. You know, and then get up there and beat him, and like he'll want to fight Mace too. Like it's crazy. Votto, Votto, yep, Votto will get him. But I can see him going head to head with Votto, but Votto can rap better than him. Jim's got flavor. He got style. I get him that. I get him that fashion type motherfucker. You know what I mean? But all that tough shit, I just don't get it. I don't get it, bro. If life's so good for a motherfucker, they don't have to be that tough. I always remember, if a person's life is going well or what, that's why you can tell it's authentic when you look at Cameron and Mace. They're in a good space. They're in a good space mentally and spiritually and financially. You can tell. They don't have to do all the extra shit, and they still get money. And they laughing. Everything cool, everybody laughing, everything. When everything good, motherfuckers smile. Motherfuckers always want to challenge you and fight you and all that old type shit, always angry and shit. Nah, motherfucker ain't doing good, man. That man need any outlet he can get. I said that Jim and Troy Ave will be a good versus. And I think Troy Ave will give him a run for his fucking money. Troy had some hits early 2000. He had a couple hit records early 2000. He got some cool shit out now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hits, but if Troy don't win that versus, it'll be damn close. If Troy Ave don't win that, it'll be Banks of smoke Jim. Banks of smoke Jimmy. Troy Ave will win. He a stylish type nigga too. He act like he a Harlem nigga. What Troy Ave from? He ain't from Harlem. He's from Brooklyn. What Troy Ave from? Hey, I want you, OV. I want you to listen to the. I was supposed to get off this fucking exit. I missed my exit looking at OV. OV, you the reason I missed my goddamn exit. Motherfucker, you. I need you to go to the beginning of the video and it'll explain this. This is a reflector of what's in front of me. I can look in the back of my Sprinter at freight, making sure the freight ain't tilting over, leaning over when I'm turning. This is a reflection of this. It looked like I'm going in reverse. No, it's your fucking fault. I'm supposed to be getting off on Moreland Ave right now. I done missed the fucking exit. Now I gotta go to the next exit, which is some trenches, and turn around, hurry up and turn around so I don't get goddamn carjacked or something. It's your motherfucking fault. Troy from Brooklyn. Okay, he's from Brooklyn. But Troy got like a Harlem-like type of demeanor, if you ask me. Like a flashy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's his name? Two times, what's his name? Fucking Casanova act like a Brooklyn nigga. Casanova from Brooklyn, right? Oh, rough ass, always. He like either Casanova from Brooklyn or he from Brownsville. All them niggas act the same. And speaking of Brownsville, what's them niggas? Them niggas are kill goddamn Jimmy. What them niggas got that damn hit record with they used to be signed with G Unit. God damn, what them niggas, man. And he up. Niggas tell your ass. You know what, Jimmy? You couldn't even beat Remy Ma in the verses. MOP, yeah. Pop Smoke by he could beat Fabio. I think he could beat Fabio. He might could beat Fabio in the battle. Yeah, that nigga, I like Troy Ave. I'm actually subscribed to that channel. Troy Ave got a he got like a Harlem type of demeanor to me, like an old flashy ass nigga. Yeah, I mean, ain't too many. Yeah, no Brooklyn niggas like that too. Them niggas really more grimy. I think Fabulous from Brooklyn too. He kind of like on some flashy shit too. Um, but he give me them niggas give me like Harlem vibes. Yeah, MOP will goddamn mop the flow with you. Mom Deep will mop the flow with you. Well, I think 1-on-1. I'm gonna give it to him. 1-on-1. I think Jimmy will give not Prodigy. Prodigy will smoke you. And I'm not saying this because Prodigy may he enjoy the next phase. I'm not saying this because Prodigy is dead. If Prodigy was alive, Prodigy will smoke you. Now you got a better chance at Prodigy. His what's his name, man? The other one, Havoc. Yeah, you got a better chance at getting that Havoc, but you ain't gonna. Yeah, you ain't gonna. You ain't. Remy don't have enough. I think Remy has. She got enough. She got more hit records. She got more hit records on her own, and she got more hit features than Jim. How many hit records Jim done been on? Features that like they don't call Jim for the feature, and this shit goddamn going up. High hater and conceited. That's the only thing that high hater and conceited. And she got all the way up. That's features. She can hit him with that. She got what else she got? She on that MOP shit that I was just talking about. You remember that? She held her fucking ground, man. MOP ain't no pushover type of artists. Like shit, this is a female back then that jumped on this track with MOP that got there damn Annie up smash shit. I think Remy will fuck him up. Lil Kim will fuck you up, nigga. Foxy Brown will fuck you up, nigga. You can go head to head with Charlie Baltimore probably. Uh, who else? Eve will fuck you up, nigga. You need to battle somebody like and you know what? This nigga got some good ass freestyles. You need to battle DMX Protege. And that nigga got some good. I follow him on YouTube too. I'm subscribed to his channel. Drag on got some good ass fucking freestyles, man. Yeah, the Annie Up remix. Drag on, you can battle Drag on. He can rap better than you. Hey, you just don't rap better than too many people, Jimmy. You're not in the top 50, Jimmy. You definitely in the top goddamn five as far as fashion. You definitely in the top five as far as fashion. But Jimmy, on that mic, nah, Jimmy. Drag on, yeah, drag on. You don't want it with DMX. You definitely don't want it with DMX. Don't even try it. Stack bonus may he enjoy the next phase. I don't say RIP. Stack bonus. I said that earlier. Stack bonus is smoke Jimmy. Jimmy knew that. He knew that. Max B. Max B a smoke Jimmy. I ain't gonna say he'll smoke Jimmy, but Max will beat Jimmy. Yeah, let me rephrase that because Buster Rhymes a smoke Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Jimmy is the smoke Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? But 50 Cent a smoke Jimmy. You know what I mean? But they'll beat him. Jim is on some fire remix. Loaded Lux. Yeah, Loaded Lux will beat Jimmy. Yeah, yeah. Now I know when he called out New York, he didn't have battle rappers in mind. He wasn't thinking about the battle rappers in mind. He was thinking about everybody the world know. He actually and he categorized. He said New York City. He said New York. This nigga said the Mecca. He said New York. Them niggas can't see me. But I get it. He's just trying to sell his album. He's just trying to get people over there. So great marketing, Jimmy. Great marketing. Max B for real. Yeah. Yeah. Jim Jones versus Nick Cannon. Yeah. Yeah. Late them two. The only member Jimmy can beat in the verses on the Diplomats is Freaky Zeke. That he can clearly beat, I will say Freaky Zeke. He can clearly beat Freaky. I can't really say you'll clearly beat Hell Real. I can't. You definitely ain't gonna beat Jewels. You ain't gonna beat Cam. Um, 40. You might can beat 40. Yeah, you could beat 40. What's the other nigga? The little light skinned big head nigga just got out of prison. J.R. Ryder. J.R. Ryder give you a run for your money. J.R. Ryder give you a run for your money. Troy Ave. Yeah, yeah, I'll take it back. Troy Ave beat you. I think Troy Ave beat you. I get it though. I get it. I get it, Jim. Jim, I can't think of no features that Jim was on. I can't think of no features that Jim was on. No one on the corner got swagger like us. Was Jimmy on that? That T.I. I don't think. No, Jimmy was mad he didn't get on there. Jimmy wasn't on that. Jimmy was on he was on a Gangster Grills. The feds is watching. He was on that. The fuck wrong with this? He was on a Gangster Grills. The feds is watching. DJ drummer shit with everybody. He held his own on there. Um, J.R. Ryder will beat him. Yeah, he not beating J.R. Ryder. Yeah, J.R. Ryder's a writer's writer. I think J.R. Ryder can beat him. He can beat 40 Cal. He can beat Freaky Zeke. Nice try, Jimmy. Nice try, Jimmy. You got it. Y'all think he can beat Davies? Do you think Jimmy can beat Davies in a versus? He beat Davies. He can beat Davies. He can beat Davies. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, and that's a shame. But you can beat him. But he did have a few little hot records or whatever. Takashi 6ix9ine. Y'all should do a versus. You and Takashi. No, I'm not sleeping on Jim. Jim decent. He decent, but he made a bold ass statement. I don't know, Riz. I don't know if you saw that interview he did on Breakfast Club. He made a bold ass statement. He said, "I'm calling out New York City. Ain't nobody in New York City want to see me in this form right now." That's what he said. It ain't nobody, nobody. He didn't say exclude. I think one time I did hear him say exclude Jay-Z, but he didn't exclude all the elites out of New York. This nigga said ain't nobody in New York City can see me. NYC sound. Hey, he's not fucking with them. Nah, he's not. I fuck with Jim, but Jim ain't. Nah, Jimmy. No, Jimmy. No, Jimmy. You too one dimensional. Have I heard his El Chapo album? No, I haven't. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I haven't. One thing about it, if it's a classic album, one thing about a hip hop artist, if they come out with a classic album, some hot hit records on their album or mixtape or album, it keeps them lit. It keeps other artists is reaching out to him now, and they put him in front of this and that, and the third. So whatever this album is you're talking about, it may have some cool ass songs on it, but it wasn't nothing that was just so hot to where, like when 50 Cent used to drop that shit, it was hot to where you wanted to hear that shit on all from the north, south, east, and west, even down south down here. We was fucking with it when Drake dropped that shit. Ti when he was goddamn throwing his shit. When a lot of motherfuckers, Jay-Z dropped that shit. Everybody wanted, cleansing on to Eminem, all this shit. Everybody wanted like you can have a cool little mixtape or whatever, and it's just a cool little mixtape. Here today, gone tomorrow. So whatever this album is you're talking about, it must have been just a decent album, okay album. It wasn't nothing that had the world in an uproar. That's his best body of work. And I promise you, look, I'm gonna listen to it today. El Capo. El Capo. I'm gonna listen to it today. Dave East, Styles P. Styles P can rap better. Styles P clearly can rap better than Jimmy. Styles P, yeah, he can't fuck with Styles P on no verses. No, Styles P done been on too many hot verses, man. He ain't, nah, nah. I'm gonna leave that alone. He ain't fucking with Styles P. He can go with Dave East, 50 Cent artist, Tiger. Yeah, he can battle Tiger. I done pulled up to the location, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all time. Appreciate your time. You could be doing anything, but you rocked out with me, man. Peace, peace. Y'all hit the like button if y'all fuck with this video. Hit the dislike button if y'all don't like the video. Peace, y'all.